It's Nerdorama, Retro Nostalgia time. Thank you for joining me again. Now, I know you've been wondering, where have all the videos been? I've been coming to YouTube every day. I've been typing on my keyboard and there's been no new videos. We've had a roadblock. I've had something that stumped me and it's all to do with that CD drive. So this is what's been happening. Here we are in my Windows 95 installation with my CPU fan humming away. I'll let you have a listen. And everything is fine. My computer. Let's get the CD in the old drive. We're just going to go with Galaxy of Games, Arcade, Action as our tester. We'd better try that again. Oh. Okay, that's new. There we go. All right. D drive, let it think for a second. Just being impatient, and there we are. All good. Check out that awesome background. But as the CD says, focus, 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 there we go. Compatible with Windows 3.1. So if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you will know that I've done my DOS and Windows 3.1 installation. Let's jump over to that. So here we are in our Windows 3.1. Let's go into our File Manager. So we can see the D drive, but nothing. No matter what we do, no matter what I tried. So in DOS, same thing. We get to a D drive, we get to the CD drive. Let's do a dir to list the files. Nothing. So let me show you at least what I had to do to get this far. Oldies like me will know that when we boot up in DOS, there's a config.sys and an autoexec.bat. So we're going to edit the config. .sys. So here's our config.sys. This stuff at the top is just DOSy stuff. The important thing is down here. So on the C drive, I've created a CD folder, and CD-ROM is the name of the driver that I'm using, .sys. Switch D, banana. So banana is just going to be what the drive's called. You can call it anything. But what you also need to do now is in your autoexec.bat, you need to run the executable that will say, hey, I can read CD-ROM.sys and give you a CD drive. So let's look at the autoexec.bat. Open. Let's open some bat files. Autoexec.bat. So down here, load high, CD-ROM. So here's our software, mscdex.exe. So the other one is the system file. This is the executable that will load it. No matter what I tried, nothing. But let me show you how I got to this, because there are hundreds and hundreds, well, there's not hundreds, but there's a lot of different system files, which are different drivers you can use to test or to get your CD-ROM working. So what I would have to do is go to the big desktop computer, there it is, find a driver, pop a disk into the USB floppy drive here, then come back to the computer, copy it over, edit the autoexec.bat, as in change the name of the file that I wanted, until I found this. Let's have a look at CD God. So here we go. So these are all CD drivers. When I discovered this piece of software, this is version 5.5. If you're looking for it and you can create a floppy disk, I cannot recommend this enough. So let's just try one that I don't think would work. Let's try number 31. The Sound Blaster, because this is not a Sound Blaster. 31. What it will do is it'll give it a try for me. So it says CD-ROM not ready. Looks like this is not the driver for me. So we're just going to abort that. Did it work? No. Flicks me back to the menu. Other ones that I've tried, the compact driver, number 4. I think that's one I tried. So it says unit 1, it's found it. It reckons this is a drive to work. Yes. So I can see there I've got a D drive. List it. And there it is. So I was able to get it working, but then as soon as I tried those drivers, I would type in that driver, come back to normal Windows 3.1, nothing. No matter what I did, absolutely nothing. So this went around for quite a long time. So I tried every single driver. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Just a little pause to explain here that CD God is based on a Windows 95 boot disk. Windows 95 is smart enough to get my CD drive to work. As you saw earlier, it worked in Windows 95. So even though the driver that I tested worked in CD-ROM God, as soon as I then put that driver into my autoexec.bat and config.sys, it would recognize the drive, but then it wouldn't read anything from the drive. So I was still stuck. Let's take a look inside the case and I'll tell you more. Our CD-ROMs and hard drives run off these IDE cables. So if you've been a viewer of the channel for a while, you will notice that this cable here is running to my compact flash hard drive replacement. And I actually ended up breaking that connector on the inside there. So I haven't wanted to touch anything here. And this is the second IDE cable that's been running the CD-ROM drive, plugs in at the back here. You'll notice the IDE cables have 2 connectors on each. So I have tried both connectors, nothing. At the top here are little jumpers, which you will see later. I've switched all of the jumpers to the various settings, absolutely nothing. The only thing I haven't tried is trying to plug the CD drive into this connector, but obviously they do not reach. And the reason I didn't try it was I did not want to move this because I've already snapped the connector. But that's the only thing that I haven't tried, so let's do it. So very gently unscrew the screw. Very carefully move the drive, because this plastic bracket is the one that I've snapped, so I need to be very careful with it. So what we need to do now is unplug the CD IDE cable and get this one plugged in up there. Okay, nice and carefully, just ease it out. Don't want another broken connector. And now we need to bring this secondary connector up here. I'm going to do it from above to just try and get it in as neatly as I can. Oh dear, it's stressing me out. Okay, here we go. So it just fits. Just. All right, we are in. Okay, so that's dangling precariously there. What do we get? So this light just staying on. Cool, it's gone off. So that might be a good sign. So we're now bypassing this cable altogether. It's thinking for a long time. Okay. So that means my hard drive didn't work. I'm fairly confident this is all still okay, but now that they are both running on the same cable, I do need to change the jumpers on the back. So I'm going to show you what these little jumpers look like. All right, I cannot begin to tell you how difficult it is to get my camera in there, but you can see down here, this tiny little jumper on these little pins. So I need to pop it out without breaking it, which is, you know, always my expertise. Right. I'm going to have to manually focus the camera. There we go. So this tiny little piece of plastic. Yep, this tiny little piece of plastic. So let's now get it one across to the left. because these will decide whether the drive is acting as a primary drive, a master, a secondary drive, a slave. So the next thing I tried was moving it over, so hopefully it would recognize the hard drive first and then the CD-ROM drive as the secondary drive. So let's see how we go now. All right, we're about to see. Is it going to load the driver and recognize the drive? Ah, no complaints. So this was where I had seen this before many times. D drive. I had even done that, but what it would do is it would then give me an error when we tried to read. So dir to list the directory. Baby, you're a firework. All right, let's go into Windows and double check that everything is hunky-dory. So C drive, Win. Can I now finally access? Ta-da! Main. File manager. We can see the drive. We are in the drive. Background BMP. Format is not supported. I don't think it's an issue with the drive. I just think, there we go. They are opening. Let's get that background. No, the background is just too high quality. It will not open. Internet. Visit ROMTech on the web. So there we go. Finally. Now what I am going to do for now, I am just going to leave it dangling precariously there. What I've ordered is an IDE extension. I'm going to pop a photo on the screen. So then all I'll have to do is just clip that onto one of the connectors. Then this will reach down there and stay there. And then this will stay up there. So thank you for coming on this saga with me. It has been weeks coming, and it's been my roadblock. So I haven't been able to do any videos because I really wanted to get this done, because I want to be able to focus on exciting things and CDs from Windows 3.1 and DOS 6.2. So if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Please give me a subscribe. We are now up to, boom, 12 subscribers. Yay! That's more than what I can fit on 2 hands. So thank you everyone that's been part of the Nerdorama Retro Nostalgia journey. Bye for now.